Well, welcome back. Your time now 11:11. A stirring new wolf documentary underscores the animals' value to our world and the intricate role they play to improve our natural environment. And here to tell us a little bit more about it is internationally renowned National Geographic photographer Jim Brandenburg and film director Julia Huffman. Thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having us.
So, big weekend for you, Julia. Medicine of the Wolf is debuting. You worked so hard on this. Tell us a little bit about this film.
Thank you. Well, it's actually world premiering in Minnesota at the Minneapolis International Film Festival, which I'm really pleased about. This is actually the birthplace of the film. We shot almost 90% of the film in Minnesota, particularly with Jim Brandenburg up in northern Minnesota, which is considered wolf country.
Okay.
So I'm very pleased to be bringing it to its birthplace in a sense, and to be, you know, just showing people a passion project that I've been working on.
Okay, and Jim, you're from here. Tell us a little bit about your part in this project.
Well, I've been following wolves for 40 years or more, and so Julia called me, and I tend to be a backdoor kind of person. Come in the back door with my message. I'm an advocate, but quietly, with my books. Done several books over the years, National Geographic movies. Julia called me, and I'm a little hesitant, but it was a very compelling story, and I heard her passion on the phone, and I agreed to do it 2 years ago. And I'm just a small player in the movie with the story that I told about living with wolves and the sadness that went with it, and some possible solutions.
Okay, so on that note, Julia, kind of explain, so when people go see this film, what are they going to see? What are they anticipating when they see it?
Well, hopefully I will show people the value of the wolf, because, you know, when wolves were delisted from the Endangered Species Act, unfortunately, instead of just a resting period, there was this very intense movement to sport hunt the wolf, particularly in Minnesota and wolf states around the country. But I did focus in Minnesota for the film. So I wanted to show some of that controversy and some of the belief systems that go along with the misperceptions about wolves, really educate people about the true nature of the wolf. The wolf is actually a very shy animal by nature. It's a family pack animal and very necessary for our ecosystem. But movies and some politicians and old, you know, fairy tales will still have you believe that the wolf is big and bad and evil. And that's just not true. So I hope to educate people more about the wolf and the value of the wolf.
Okay, and what people are hearing right now, James Taylor was a part of it, Jane Goodall. Kind of talk a little bit about behind the scenes, what it kind of took to put this all together.
Well, I have 40 years of living with the wolves near Ely. I worked in the Arctic with them, with families of wolves, literally side by side. And it's family to me. And I find it ironic that we name our basketball team the Timberwolves, yet we have an open season on them where we kill them for sport. It seems very ironic and very strange, but it's like Julie was saying, old mythologies rule, hundreds of years of European mythologies. There's so few, one or two maybe, encounters of humans and wolves where it didn't turn out particularly good. Of the thousands of encounters, and it's still amazing to me that they have this bad reputation. Besides, the wolf got my deer. The hunters feel the wolves are very responsible for deer, but they've been here for thousands of years and things worked out in a nice balance. But that's the human perception, and that's what we're trying to dispel.